Okay, today we start the next part, which is internal orders. We have already what do we have what have we seen is creation of GLs, cost centers, profit centers, and then we have comprehensively covered distribution, allocation, indirect activity allocation, and periodic reposting. These are the four processes that we have covered in detail. And then we have configured cost component structure, the splitting structure, and we have walked through all of these processes. And now next part is internal orders. Now, what are internal orders? Oh, let me internal orders. Internal orders basically, let me first open this because internal order, master data, and define order type. Right. Order type. Meanwhile, it opens, I will just explore. So these are, they act similar like cost centers. These are also cost collectors, but these are specifically related to events or let's say like you have a marketing exhibition where you spend capital or expenses to gain business, new sales. These events basically incur expenses and these expenses are separately recorded. Okay. For example, if you were exhibiting at an auto show with your showroom, with your cars, that will record expenses. And from that, if you gain 10 orders, these expenses will then get absorbed with the material. Okay, so this is the purpose for internal orders. Okay. Now, new entries, order category will be internal order 01. Okay. XA1 or XA, let's say that one. Telephone ZAP 9. Now, there are two types of internal orders that we'll discuss. Okay. Next is planning profile 0001. What is this? General plan profile, object class overhead costs. Now, there are four types: investment, production, profit analysis. So you can absorb this into production as well, or you can absorb this into overhead costs, or you can use it for profit analysis also. Okay. Now, release immediately. Now, what is this release? Whenever it actually collects cost, it will release to the cost center because it will settle to the cost center. Assign change interval button. Okay, internal button. And what else do we have? We have release immediately, not assigned. Save the changes first. Yes. Okay. That. Okay, find that, that 9, not assign to element to group. Okay, we have internal number construction. We have to create a group. Okay, motor pool. Then external X9 A to Z Z Z. Now this external will mean we can actually assign our own number range. Oh. A triple zero one to A 9999. Let's see if it can save it. Still overlaps Z triple zero one to Z 999. No, no, still says okay, Z. I guess there is a confusion with the overlapping of numbers. So what we'll do, telephone that 9 will assign it to some external number assignment. Okay, 02 save, changes have been saved. Now let's go to OBC4. Okay, ZAP 9 will status groups G02 copy as G01, G015 optional already exists. Okay, okay, G015 and additional account assignment COPP order is optional. Cost center, okay, is optional and that is paid. Okay. Next is FS00. FS00 ZAP 9. Over here we have telephone expenses. This is already made. Create and G05. 15 cost accounts with internal order as optional. Next is accounting, controlling, internal orders, master data, special KO01. Okay, controlling area ZAP 9 order type ZAP. Okay, what was our order type? Okay, ZAP 1. Okay, ZAP 1 master data controlling area ZAP 9. Description, company code ZAP 9, order type LA1, profit center X100, X1001, control data tab. Okay, now as I said, there are different types of internal orders. Some are real and some are statistical. Statistical are just like a notice board, they only just show. So the other is real which actually absorbs the cost and transfer it ahead. But statistical is just like a notice board, it just displays the entries. Okay, save. Order was created with number telephone 040. Okay. Okay, order type XAP1 master data. Now this one will be another internal order again for telephone expenses. And this is another telephone number, control data already exists. How come? Telephone data. Let's change the number to 1 control data, statistical order, save. Okay. Slash n order group, KOH1 create an order group, DXD underscore ZAP 9. Hierarchy, my phones, no valid master. How come? Was it not saved? Okay, let's create again another field. Save data, it's already saved. Now let's see what has gone wrong. Order type ZAP1, enter, order 01 or full data, statistical order. Okay, change order group. Okay, it's already there now. Next is FB01L, and we will enter um, telephone expenses. Okay. Now, what are the telephone expenses entries? Easy. We'll be using the same. We'll be using the same 01, 01, 400, 581, 400, 581, 18, 18,000, X1001, order. Now, now you will understand statistical internal order. This will be reflected as a mere information in order, but it will be collected in this cost center. Okay, 5200, 691, 691, and telephone expenses. Okay, post 1025 was posted. 01, 01, 400, 581, 18,000, X1001, and this will be 21, 200, 691. This is another internal order and it is posted. Okay. Now, slash n internal order information system reports for internal orders line items. Actual line items KOB1. Okay. Controlling area order group and cost element is 400, 581, 01. Okay. Execute. 18,000, 18,000, 900,921. Okay, this is done. Now, this was statistical, where only you get to see a, a report that this internal order just recorded it as a statistical number. Okay. Now, real internal order are basically capturing every part of the expense. So we'll be using an event to do that. Okay. So in when we speak of a real IO, we don't need cost centers, but the internal order basically settles cost or expenses to multiple cost centers. Okay, that is the baseline method purpose of internal order. OBC4. G zap 9. We just have to make another field status group G016, which is double click. And what are the changes that we want? Additional account assignment. And we have cost center and order as all optional. In the previous one, the cost center was required. Okay. Now we go to FS00 and 400,518, which is advertising expense. And over here, we have G016. All are optional. Okay. Next is we want to see cafeteria charges are there, and we want promotional expenses as well. Okay, this is also made with the controlling element, sorry, cost element category of 21 for internal settlement. Okay. Okay, now next is KS01, which is cost center, and X101701. It already exists, and this is for sales and promotion. What we'll do, go and check it in the change mode, enter. Okay, sales and promotion is already made. Allocation structure. Now next is SPRO. Controlling internal orders, internal order actual postings, settlement, because it has to settle. The internal order will get the entries and maintain allocation structure. How will it settle to various cost centers? Okay, that has to be decided. Allocation structure. Okay, we have X1 for ZAP 9. Assignments, double click, promotional expenses, XA1. Okay, and source folder. Okay, this is the source from which the cost will actually travel from the internal order through the internal order to the destination. Okay, to the receivers basically. And this is the advertising expenses. Settlement cost elements will be settlement receiver category will be promotional expenses cost element, and it will get settled to a cost center through the cost element. Okay. Now, this is maintained. This is the allocation structure. You actually define the source and the settlement. The source is basically capturing from FI, and the settlement cost element is supervising the transfer from internal order to cost centers. Okay. That is the logic. Okay. Maintain structure and settlement profiles. Now, settlement profiles. Okay. Over here, maintain settlement profile. X1, XZAP9. Okay, this is already here. Okay, over here, indicators. Allocation structure is X1 that we just defined in the previous step. That will actually govern how what cost element is capturing and settling to which settlement cost element. Okay. Now indicators, 100% settlement, Okay, 100% validation. Equivalence number is basically how much of one cost center will be assigned, the percentage. Okay, amount will be settled, not calculation. Valid receivers, settlement is required, others are not required, but you can also learn that receivers can be sales order, cost object, real estate object, GL account, WBS element, fixed asset, material, network, everything can be a receiver. But here our receiver is cost center. Okay. Other parameters. Okay. Document type that will be used for settlement is SA. Maximum number of distribution rules. The cycle that it can run is 999. Residence time is 3 months, and residence time, and that this is basically valid, and it will keep the expenses collected for 3 months. Okay, let's go back. Internal order master data, define order types. Okay, order types, order category is ZAP, ZAP 9, ZAP 1, double click. Okay, internal order controlling, where is it? Development. Okay, new entries, 01 order category, order type, X, ZAP 2. Okay, promo events, settlement profile is ZAP, the one we just that discussed just right now. ZAP 9 is already made. Okay, planning profile, object class overhead, release immediately. It will release immediately to the cost centers. Okay, number range, save the changes first. Okay, ZAP 2 promo event, assign element to group, save. Okay, okay. Now, next part is actual postings. Maintain number of maintain actual posting. Settlement. Maintain number ranges for settlement documents, because when it will settle, it will create a CO document. Okay. Uh, change groups, create group, Let me see if there is Zap. Zap is already there. Okay, Zap 9 is already assigned. And we need to see if there is another Zap. I guess there is. Settlement documents and Zap 9 already assigned. We will open, save it. KANK Zap 9. KOAO. Okay, actual settlement. And actual settlement will be assigned element to group. Okay. Now, next is controlling internal orders, master data, special functions, order, create. Now we'll be creating an internal order. Creation of internal order. Okay. Order type. Zap 2, Zap 9. Okay. Exhibition. Come on. Guys, I guess it's stuck. Let's continue with the next one then.